In our belief, in our traditions, we believe there's only one creator. That creator is everywhere. He listens to you wherever you may be. My Aboriginal name is Miigwetch, and I'm from Shoal Lake First Nation, Band 39. And I'm a healer for the community. I'm also a pipe carrier, a drum carrier, and a water drum carrier. To be a carrier, it's something that it comes in a vision. You're being blessed in a certain ceremony that's been handed down to you. A roundhouse is a sacred building. When you look at this building, it's our Mother Earth. A place to meditate, a place to look for healing. Each time you come into this building, the spirits are here already waiting for you. The logs that are used in here, they are spirits. These logs can speak to you when you do a ceremony inside this lodge. The sage can speak to you when you're in this lodge. The drum, here again, that will speak to you. Each of those are spirits. They will speak to you. I do sweat lodges, ceremonies as well. Being in an environment with the spirit, they offer certain things, and we exchange, offer them food and tobacco for that, the blessings that they do for us. Tobacco is a spirit. There's a number of different ways that the person can change in the sweat. The spirits take over your body, and they're in your body, and therefore you become as a spirit. There are a certain amount of rocks, our grandfather, our grandmother rocks that are used in each sweat. When you touch that tobacco in your hand, when you offer that tobacco, then if you put it in your hand, that will transmit to what your thoughts or what you're asking in the spiritual world. I dreamt of 2 drums in my vision. And I went to an elder and said to him, what should I do? And in my vision, I was told, you only take this one for now until you learn more about what your traditions are and what that drum is meant to do for you. And of course, that drum is a spirit. It's a spirit that's, that guides me and guides the people. It's known that you are back in your mother's womb. And when they come out of there, you're reborn again. That's why the water is used in the sweat, and that represents the water when a mother has the birth. You're reborn. Kejick, Ontario is situated at the Manitoba and Ontario border. As a matter of fact, we're only about 1.5 miles from here to the border by lake, which is Indian Bay. That's where the city of Winnipeg get the water. When the government were looking for postal service to the community, they were looking for a name to have a post office named after somebody. The elders at the time, they felt that my grandfather, David Kejick, was one of first that went to war, the First World War. And they felt that to give him an honor, that they named the place after his name, which is now today Kejick, Ontario. I was honored and blessed by my elders, also my grandfather and my grandmother. And one of the elders had the vision of me being a carrier of doing memorial ceremonies. I felt that I didn't have the ability, or I felt I wasn't capable. But I guess I underestimated myself. Doing the the ceremonies, we honor our deceased people. I'm the speaker of those ceremonies. When you do that memorial ceremony, there'll be times that you will see the deceased people entering this building. When you mention a certain individual that had passed on for several years ago or decades ago, that spirit will enter this building, and that's a blessing. They do offer or bring life to us because they offer certain things, and we exchange food and tobacco for that, the blessings that they do for us.
I'm sure we come was now everybody was saying the magazine.
In our prayers, we believe there are 4 dimensions. And each dimension, again, has its own identity. And that's what we honor. And each direction, it has its, I guess what I would say, a legend. I dreamt of a spirit. That individual or spirit came from south. He was riding on a horse. He had a long stick with him. He said to me, "You will need this stick in the future. Time will come that that stick will speak to you." When I came towards the end of that vision, sure enough, it was a pipe. And that's how you receive a pipe, through a vision. The drum, the structure of it, the hide, cloth, each of those are spirits. They will speak to you. Inside that drum, there is a rock, a grandfather rock, that rolls each beat. On the black side, that's the memorial side of the drum. On the other side of the drum, on the red side, were the grandmother. That's the healing side of the drum. There is a whistle that belongs in that ceremony. And that whistle represents the deceased people. that whistle is a spirit. And that spirit has confronted me several times before I accepted to carry memorial ceremonies. And that spirit in our language is Ojibway, which means the ghost. Everything within this building will speak to you as a spirit once there's a ceremony inside this building. Everything becomes alive. Just by entering, bringing yourself in a building will heal yourself just by entering. I'd like to share with you what happened when I lost my mother. My mother had told me one time that her lungs were deteriorating. The doctor had told me that we can't do anything for your mother anymore because of the disease that she has in her lungs. And that evening, my mother told me that she wasn't herself at all. She said to me she couldn't recognize her own body, her hands, her feet. She said to me, "Are those my feet and are those my hands?" And it got to me thinking that she was already leaving her body to the spiritual world. And he also told me I had my jacket hanging on a chair, and she said to me, is that where I get out? Is that my passage? I told her, no, that's my jacket. And she also said to me that there is an elder here that I know that had passed away already. He's coming to get me now. She was looking at the door at the hospital. So I left. I came home. She didn't want me there anymore. She said, "You go home. I'll be fine." The next morning, my sister called me and said that our mother had passed away. I couldn't hold myself from my grief. I told my wife, it's getting to me what happened, losing my mother. I'm going to have to do something about it. I think I'm going to have to go fasting at the roundhouse. And the second night, I heard a knock on the door here, on the south entrance of this building. I said, "Come in, read again," in my language. who are you? I'm your mother, she said. And I was sent here to come and build a fire for you. And she did build a fire. It just like that fire there. You know, son, he said, there is one thing I regret of leaving you guys, my grandchildren. There's only one thing I regret, that I should have kept on practicing my traditional way of life. That's the only thing I regret. What you're doing here, she told me, you're doing it for the people. You're not only doing it for yourself. This building belongs to the people. So what you're doing, don't stop. Continue, regardless of what happens. Continue, regardless of what happens. My name is Stephen Kejick. Miigwetch.